Hello YouTube, this is the Bucket coming at you today with a first look at the Arex Delta Gen 2 optics ready pistol. I just recently picked this pistol up and I want to go over a little bit about the company Arex. So Arex was founded in 1994 and they're a Slovenian company, and their first foray into American gun sales was with their Rex 1, which was a SIG 226 knockoff. And when it came into the country, the SIGs were pretty expensive, and if you wanted a all metal gun, they cost a lot. So the Arex came in on that kind of more budget side, and people found out that this Slovakian company was really good, and they produced a quality firearm, and that really put Arex on the map. So when Arex came out and decided to come out with a polymer framed striker fired gun, they came out with the Arex Delta, and it was a good gun. It was a budget gun. Before the pandemic, you could pick up a Delta for around $400. And they said, we think we can make it a little bit gooder. So they came out with the Arex Gen 2, and let's take a look at her, see what you got here. So you open her up, and you get this cute little first guide. They did this on the first one. I owned an Arex Delta Gen 1, and it was a good firearm. And they had this thing in here that just does not seem to really want to fit in there just right. And so it's kind of hard if you like keeping your gun stuff together. It's going to come with some back straps that you could change out, a total of 3, 1 on the gun, 2 in the container, 2 magazines. They usually come with 1 flush fit, and then 1 with a 2-round extender. So this is the L model. So the first and the Gen 1, they just had one that was kind of that Glock 19 size. And when they came out with the Gen 2, they came out with a Arex Delta Gen 2M and Gen 2L. This is the L for long. They have not released anything about the small yet. And so I'm excited to find out when that comes out. So when this comes out of the box, you have 18 rounds of mag capacity, and this one says 18 as well. So I'm wondering if it goes up to 20. We'll have to check that out at the range review. What else do you get in the box? So you got the straps, and then you get this little cute thing, which is a cleaning kit. And this is really a neat add-on. It's not very expensive, but you know what I do is I hold on to these and I put them in my range bag, because it's all self-contained, and it is just kind of a neat little add-on that you get with the Arex. It's not a faux suppressor. It's a little cleaning kit. What is the back here? We got a gun lock, unbranded, sad for me. I would love to have an Arex. And then we've got some tools. We got some plates. We got our manual and an Arex for your warranty registration. So why do you need plates? Because this gun right here is optic ready. So it's got the MOE cut in the slide, so you can go ahead and pull this off, and they give you a whole bunch of plates so you could pick your own red dot. It is not going to be a proprietary situation, which is a pretty neat little deal. This gun's total length is 7.7 inches. Height is 5.1 inches. Width, which is kind of what they're known for, is 1.1 inches wide, which is really, really narrow. This is a 4.5-inch barrel. The M is a 4-inch barrel, so you get an extra 1/2 inch, which gives you a little bit gooder on the distance between the front sight and the back sight, make you a little bit more accurate. It comes with front serrations, rear serrations. It's got a really nice textured grip here, Really feel like you can get your hand up on it. It's going to feel good in the hand. Came in, it was a little dry, not too bad. It has, I hear them called gas pedals. I don't really understand why it's a gas pedal. Maybe somebody can explain it to me. But that's really where you're supposed to put your thumb on a forward grip. It allows you good purchase on the firearm, allows you really to push that in there and hold that strong. So the sight picture is going to come with one white dot and a blackout rear. It does have a loaded chamber indicator in the rear, as well as a loaded chamber indicator above the or right behind the chamber. Really, it's a pretty good firearm. The trigger, the last Delta I had a good trigger. This one seems to be in the same boat. You've got a little bit of take up, then a real definitive wall. Good clean break. The trigger reset is real short. It seems to be sprung out a little bit, so it's easy to find. And then you're ready again for follow-up shots. This really has all the pieces that you would need to do a really good quick fire shots. This has a very similar beginning of your takedown to a Glock, except it's more like an HSC in the fact that when you release it, it doesn't slide off the rails. It just pops directly off, which is very reminiscent of the HSCs from World War II. Then H&K stole that design with their P9S and with their H4. I mean, the H4 is just an HSC copy to begin with. This has got a hammer forged barrel, which is really nice. I think that's a good feed ramp there. I've heard good things, watched a lot of videos on it to see a lot of people saying these are really accurate, really good machine work. Looks like a good firearm. What makes this gun, you know, from the beginning of their history, when they came into the U.S. market, their wheelhouse and what they kind of said they were going to be is a budget firearm of high quality. Now, this isn't budget when you come down to thinking of like a High Point or even a Taurus. They want to be a little bit higher end than that, but they want to still have that share. So when the Delta Gen 1 came out, it was really late in the game. And so that $400 price point was good and it was quality, but then really red dots started to become all the rage, and the Delta just fell out. So when they came out, they wanted to be able to still have a budget pistol with red dot capabilities. And again, they give you 3 different plates here to be able to operate with. So there are lots and lots and lots of different red dot options that you can run with this particular firearm. And then, you know, with them adding and giving you, you know, kind of multiple options of how many rounds you can run with your gun, they're a well thought out gun. This is great for people that have saved up a little bit of money that want something really tactical. You've got the rail, you got the ability to run an optic. These sights are the same as FN and the SIG P320 series, so there are lots of options available there. I don't know how, you know, I don't know how functional, you know, a loaded chamber indicator in the back is. I do like the one up at the front because, you know, you could feel that in the dark. You could see it when you're looking down the gun. I believe that's kind of a really quality option. The one on the rear, my VP9SK has one. The red falls off. And let's face it, you can't have the gun ready to fire and not have a round in the chamber. So if the gun is back this doesn't tell you if it's just telling you the striker's engaged. It's really not telling you if there's a bullet in the barrel. So how helpful is that? Not very, because you know, you may still pull this gun, see that red dot, go, I'm ready to go, and then pull the trigger and realize, well, I never put one in the chamber. This one, it actually tells you, is the bullet ready to go? Are we live? And so I find this one more functional. This one in the back it's one of those things that's, you know, somebody that really doesn't know a lot about firearms or how they work design that, and it makes them feel better, so good for them, I guess. I'm excited to get this out to the range. I want to tell you how it shoots. I did not have a lot of success with me personally with the first one. This trigger feels a little bit better. I'm excited to see how it runs. There was nothing wrong with the Gen 1. I just didn't run it particularly well. So I'm excited to get out to the Goat Whisperer's Ranch and go ahead and put this through its paces. If you like what you saw, go ahead and hit the like button. Share with any of your buddies. And I want to thank you guys so much for supporting The Bucket Shall Not Be Infringed. And you stay classy, YouTube.
I learned a lesson. Never half-ass two things. Whole-ass one thing.